Hey everyone, Peter from GameSpot.
Tony from GameSpot Universe.
And we just found out, like maybe you have, that Castlevania is getting a TV show coming to Netflix. And there's some pretty interesting people behind this project, even though it's an unexpected turn of events.
Yeah, so there's not a whole lot of information known, but Warren Ellis is one of the executive producers. If you read comics, that's a big name. I mean, he's done Transmetropolitan, he's done some X-Men stuff, he's written James Bond, he's done a bunch of stuff. He's a really good writer. So that adds a lot of credibility there that this is going to be legit. It's not going to be like a fluff piece.
Sure, and we know it's also going to be an animated series, and the studios, or I guess the team behind that, also has a lot of experience with shows like Adventure Time and Fairly Odd Parents. You were telling me a little bit about Frederator Studios, which is where this is being made.
Yeah, so Frederator, I believe it's a platform for creators to launch their projects, so that Adventure Time and Bravest Warriors, they kind of have a similar tone, similar styles. So that makes me wonder, is Castlevania going to be like Adventure Time?
Right.
Even though it's supposed to be a dark medieval fantasy, so that would lead you to think, no, it's going to be more serious.
But Avi Shankar, who produced that sort of like gritty Power Rangers short, he's involved with this, right?
Yeah, he produced Dread.
Oh yeah.
Also, yeah. So he's legit.
Maybe it'll be a nice balance of the two.
Yeah, so
it's possible.
That could be. He also did The Grey with Liam Neeson.
Oh,
he's a producer on that. I think he was like one of the youngest producers to do a really good job.
It's fascinating. So how could this relate to the game series? Well, what we do know, it's going to incorporate the last surviving Belmont, which based on the games is Julius Belmont, who was born in 1980. The last game we saw him in was, I believe, Aria of Sorrow or Dawn of Sorrow. And that took place in 2035. But we also know specifically he's fighting Vlad Dracula Tepe. So Dracula as we know him, not some weird resurrected version of him. The last instance of Dracula in the game series was in 1999 within the story of the game. And he was sealed away in a solar eclipse, and I have no idea what that means, but apparently in the game world that meant that he's gone for good. So potentially this will start Julius Belmont in his teenage years fighting Dracula before the turn of the millennium?
Yeah, unless they're like, let's introduce some young, goofy kid.
Sure.
But they can't do that.
It's hard to know. I mean, people really care about this series on the gaming side of things, but this is gonna be on Netflix. This is made by, it's got a lot of people behind it. I'm sure it's gonna be trying to hit the broadest audience possible. So they could do anything they want, really.
Yeah, so that'll be the interesting thing to see what does the art look like? What are the character models? Again, is it going to be Adventure Time or is it going to be?
Yeah, is it going to be 3D or 2D, right?
Yeah. So much stuff we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know a lot. But as stories develop and as we learn more, stay tuned to GameSpot for game details and GameSpot Universe for more on entertainment and Netflix in general.
You know what would be interesting for this one with Vlad Dracula Tepe? What if they got his cousin Vlad Dracula Pepe?
No.
Let us know what you think. Which is your favorite Castlevania game? Put it in the comments below. And subscribe.
Please.